Welcome back, coin lovers and treasure hunters. If you're passionate about rare coins, valuable pennies, and hidden gems in your everyday pocket change, then you're in the right place. In today's exciting video, we're diving deep into the world of the Liberty 1 cent 1987 D coin, a coin that might seem ordinary at first glance but could actually be worth far more than just 1 cent. So grab your magnifying glasses, hold on to your coin jars, and let's uncover the fascinating history, mintage facts, and market value of this small but mighty coin. Let's begin with the history behind this special coin. The Liberty 1 cent coin from 1987D is a part of the Lincoln Memorial Cent series, one of the most widely recognized and longest-running coin designs in United States history. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person and remains one of the most collected coins of all time. By 1987, the Lincoln cent had undergone a few key changes. From 1909 to 1982, most cents were made of 95% copper. But starting in late 1982, due to rising copper prices, the U.S. Mint shifted to a copper-plated zinc composition, 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper. The 1987 D penny was minted at the Denver Mint, indicated by the D Mint mark just below the date on the obverse side of the coin. The obverse features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln by Victor D. Brenner, and the reverse showcases the Lincoln Memorial designed by Frank Gasparo. This coin, while a product of modern mintage, is still over 35 years old, and certain varieties of it have become extremely desirable among collectors due to errors, condition, and rarity in high grades. Now let's talk numbers. The total mintage of the 1987 D Lincoln cent was 4,879,389,514 coins. Yes, over 4.8 billion coins were struck that year at the Denver Mint alone. Because of such a high production number, the coin was very common in circulation and remains easy to find in pocket change even today. However, not all coins are created equal. Despite the massive mintage, coins in pristine, uncirculated condition, especially those with unique mint errors or very high grading from professional services like PCGS or NGC, are the ones that truly catch collectors' eyes. Here's where things get interesting. Most 1987 D pennies are worth their face value if they've been circulated and worn. But coins that are in mint state, MS, condition, graded MS67 or higher, or have rare mint errors such as off-center strikes, double dies, die cracks, or clipped planchettes can fetch a much higher price in the collector's market. For example, a 1987 D penny graded MS67 red by PCGS has sold for over $200 at auction. A rare double die obverse or reverse error from 1987 D can bring anywhere from $20 to several $100s, depending on clarity and rarity. Coins with off-metal strikes or planchet errors could be worth $500 or more to the right collector. That means a coin you might overlook in your spare change could be worth a small fortune. So, what's the current market value of the Liberty 1 cent 1987 D? Here's a quick breakdown. Circulated 1987 D penny, worth face value, just 1 cent. Uncirculated MS60 to MS65, typically sells between $1 to $1.10. MS66 to MS67 red, these can fetch $25 to $200 or more depending on luster, color, and strike. Rare errors or variants, valued between $20 to $1,000 or more, especially if slabbed and authenticated by PCGS or NGC. Always remember, condition is everything in the world of coin collecting. Even the smallest scratch or blemish can affect value dramatically. So, if you find a brilliant 1987 D penny with sharp details and no wear, it's worth getting it appraised or graded. You might be asking, why should I collect or care about a 1987 D penny? Here's why. It's a part of America's rich numismatic heritage. It represents a shift in U.S. coin composition from copper to zinc. It's an affordable entry point for new collectors, and most importantly, you might already have one in your pocket that could be worth far more than you think. So next time you receive change at the store, don't just toss those pennies into a jar. Look at the date. Check the mint mark. Examine for any errors. That 1 cent could turn into $100 with just a little knowledge and patience. Thanks for watching, fellow coin hunters. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Liberty 1 cent 1987D, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more coin videos, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a valuable update. Also, drop a comment below if you have a 1987D penny, or if you've ever found a rare coin in your change. I'd love to hear your story. Until next time, happy collecting, and remember, sometimes the smallest coins bring the biggest surprises. Welcome back to our channel, where coins tell stories and history meets hidden treasure. If you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell icon because today we're diving into the fascinating world of a coin that might just be hiding in your pocket, the Liberty 1 cent 1991D coin. Yes, this small copper piece from Denver might look ordinary, but it holds a powerful history and, in some cases, a surprising value. Let's begin with the basics. The 1991D Liberty 1 cent, also known as the Lincoln cent, is a 1-cent coin produced by the United States Mint at the Denver facility. The D Mint mark right under the year indicates that it was struck in Denver. Now, what makes this coin stand out? Why are collectors and investors still on the hunt for this specific year? The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It was the first American coin to feature a real person's portrait. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse side has continued to carry Lincoln's iconic profile for well over a century. By 1991, the coin had already gone through a few transitions. From 1909 to 1958, it had the wheat ear reverse, and from 1959 to 2008, it featured the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side, designed by Frank Gasparo. So, the 1991D penny belongs to that Lincoln Memorial series. This was a time when the United States was undergoing economic transitions, and the mint was producing billions of coins to keep up with demand. It was struck in zinc with a thin copper plating, following the metal composition change made in 1982 due to rising copper prices. Now here's where it gets big. In 1991, the Denver Mint struck an astonishing 4,158,442,076 Liberty cents. That's right, over 4.1 billion coins. That makes this one of the most heavily circulated coins in modern U.S. history. These coins flooded the economy, used in cash registers, vending machines, piggy banks, and parking meters. But among these billions, only a few special ones stand out to collectors. So you're probably thinking, with so many minted, how could this coin be worth more than a penny? Well, most 1991D Lincoln cents in circulated condition are only worth face value, just 1 cent. But the real excitement begins when we talk about coins in uncirculated condition, error coins, and proof-like finishes. The high-grade 1991D penny, especially those graded MS67 red or higher by PCGS or NGC, can fetch anywhere from $10 to $75 depending on eye appeal, luster, and strike. The rarer the grade, the higher the price. But wait, the real jackpot lies in errors and varieties. Off-center strikes, double dies, BIE errors, a small die break between the B and E, and Liberty misaligned dies. Broad strikes. Collectors pay a premium for these. Some rare error coins from 1991D have sold for over $250 or more in auctions. To find out if your 1991D penny is special, you'll want to check for mint luster, no scratches, or use a magnifier to look for any doubling or errors. Check the coin strike, sharp edges and details are key. Consider having it professionally graded if it appears flawless. Sometimes, coins that look ordinary under the naked eye turn out to be hidden gems under closer inspection. So, should you hold on to your 1991D Liberty 1 cent coin? If it's heavily worn, probably not. But if you have a brilliant uncirculated coin or one with an interesting error, it's definitely worth more than just a penny. Coin collecting is all about patience, research, and attention to detail, and this 1991D penny is a perfect example of that. Even if you don't strike gold with your coin, learning the stories behind these tiny pieces of metal is a treasure in itself. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Liberty 1 cent 1991D, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and drop a comment below if you found any rare or valuable coins in your collection. You might just inspire our next video. And remember, every coin has a story, and sometimes, that story is worth more than you can imagine. Thank you for watching, and until next time, happy collecting!